Hello and welcome to another update video on Link. I'm currently tracking here on the Chainlink chart, on the short-term chart, the blue scenario, a C wave to the downside. In the blue scenario, it seems as if we want to extend this current correction lower. As per this blue scenario I explained to you in the last few days, that we do have a full triangle pattern in wave X here, which could break out to the downside, but that the momentum was still very weak. But we now have seen the start of the downside momentum. To be honest, maybe we should even shift. Does it make sense? Should we do that? Shift the DE pattern here. Nah, I think it looks best like as it was. Yeah, we leave it where it was. But either way, it seems like this X wave indeed completed. We had an A wave down in 3 waves, a B wave up, and now we seem to be moving down in a C wave, possibly a C wave of Z. Yeah, the Z wave is an ABC structure and is based on a very complex correction which started up here around the 22nd of August. Now you might remember that in all of this downtrend so far we have not seen any 5-wave move up. I can't remember if we tracked this as 5 up. But overall, the movements to the upside were not really convincing, right? So we were then, obviously, 10th of October flash crash, and the recovery was only in 3 waves. Then a 3-wave pullback, a 3-wave move up, 3-wave down, 3 waves up. Basically, back-to-back corrective price action leaves us without solid foundation for a proper upside reversal. Now, it is entirely possible that the yellow scenario is still unfolding here, or that we are resetting this wave too. I might like that, actually. That's possible. But all of that is not convincing until we see a proper 5-wave sequence to the upside, which would signal the completion of this correction. Now, Link has not even been able to break above our initial resistances around $19.18 and $19.68. This would be the first resistance zone to watch. And this is the first resistance area we need to break above to even start looking for higher prices. So what can I say? Pressure remains downward. We've now reached the 78.6 retracement of the last rally. Key spot here, if we go lower, then we will likely test the 17th of October low. I think that's likely at this point. $15.70 would be that level. And below that, we've got the $15 level. That's the 10th of October low. Below it, we've got $13.30. And the $13.30 level is the larger degree 78.6 retracement, the larger degree pattern. And below that, it starts to get really tricky for the bulls. But from a bullish point of view, I give Link the room all the way down to $13.30 here on the smaller time frame. The question so far was, have we maybe bottomed already? But there was no clear evidence because all the movements to the upside were 3 waves. So I think the situation hasn't really changed. We will need minimally a break above initial resistance, and then we can look at that. We can watch that trend line and then can start looking for higher prices. But in the short term, pressure remains downward. I keep you updated. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you're interested in additional updates, then make sure to check out our X channel as well for additional charts, updates, news, and much more. I leave a link in the comment section. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.